want to grow, but the honest truth is, I'm comfortable. I am drowning in myself. I gotta get out of this walking slumber. You lack purpose, a calling, direction, focus. You lack fulfillment, joy, happiness, and peace. The feeling of losing your mind. It sends you into a downward spiral of absence, void of making connections with people, tragedies, to my own feelings, even to the Most High. It's all blank. No sense of past, present, or future. Not knowing the trajectory of my arrow in any direction. I've entered into a state of false existence, losing clarity, going numb. I'm trapped in the midst of the foggy, dark skies of my mind. Young Danielle, born into the land of wonder, brought up in a household where dreams seem possible, but are never manifested. And although they are not real, we cling to them in scattered moments throughout our day when we need an escape from our reality, a reality that is so bleak because our eyes are closed to the possibility of change. If only we let go of that fear that has caused us to shut our eyes so tightly, paralyzing our mobility, gritting our teeth in anxiousness and clenching our fists to fight whatever trouble that may lay on the other side of these darkened curtains, shutting out the light. But we cannot move, so we do not move. Because moving would certainly give away our position. And we cannot open our eyes, so we do not open our eyes. Because in that is belief. Belief that when we see what we feared, that danger that lies ahead, we will be equipped to fight and to win. I have not conquered myself, but I will. And nothing's gonna stop me. Where is my strength? My confidence? Where is my protection? I am like a zombie, lacking purpose, stumbling through the motions of this life, only motivated to indulge in the pleasures of my flesh. Save me! Help me! Strengthen me! For I am lost and yet aware of my position. Please just allow me to feel. I just want to feel. Free me from my mind, please. For this fear has long encompassed me as a warm blanket, making me to lie down in a bed of lies as I drown myself in loud cries into the night until my soul is emptied out, with nothing good to fill it. Now here comes anger, and then pride, then trust in what I've come to know as life. The battle for my freedom. But I refuse to accept this. How dare my mind form a weapon against me? Instead, I lean on my own strength, and I took up my shield and sword to fight, and I carried with me all of my power and all the hope I had deep inside from my youth.
Don't look so upset. Don't you recognize me?
And visions of my transgressions began to flood my memory banks when that creature took various forms over the course of my life.
Now, Danielle, I know all the times of fun and pleasure I brought you haven't escaped your life.
was tired and sought a time when I could hang my sword and shield up, searching for a home to lay down and rest. This flesh that covers me, seals up my transgressions. It's a prison cell that keeps me in bondage. But I'm not lost. I'm just empty. And I found it. A home like the one from my youth. With brick pillars and windows scattered across all walls to let just enough light in. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath.
Because of who we serve.
And who is it that you serve?
I am Danielle, and I've been born to know that life is not my own, because I have never been in control. I am stuck. I am stuck with no way out, because I have no strength and no purpose. I have done wrong, and my evil has encompassed me. Because I have no power to take away my own sin. If I could just get to that light. Because in that light was life and freedom. So I pushed past myself, though it tugged at me. And I started to run toward that light. And with each step, I could feel my youth returning, my strength being restored, and my hope was increased to know that there is a possibility for change. And as I got closer, I began to feel a power upholding me, one that I never felt before. especially when I was fighting in my own strength. I can move. So I moved. I can see. So I slowly opened my eyes, realizing that as tightly as I was squeezing them, I was shutting out all of that light from getting in. For the light was always there. But I had given so much power to the enemy that was within that I couldn't even clearly see. I am free, no longer moving in my own strength. I bow myself down to the one who created me, Yahusha, my Savior, who delivered me from myself and from the devil. Yahuwah has pulled me out of the mighty waters and restored my being. He has delivered me and changed my path back to His, turned me from my wicked ways of thinking that I could serve myself and do as I pleased. He has shown His light and shown His compassion and His forgiveness for my sins. For my sins that I willingly and consciously walked in. He let me know His love, that I was in His hands, and that the devil could not snatch me from Him. And so I thank Him. I thank Him for His righteousness and for His compassion, for showing His love to a sinner who did not deserve it. To my Father, my Abba in heaven, all esteem be to Him and His only begotten Son, forever and ever. Hallelujah.